Support WrestleTalk!
Click the thumbs up.
Has Bobby Fish re-injured himself in his first match back? Velveteen Dream steals the show, and Matt Riddle squashes Kassius Ohno. I am Luke Owen. Vote in the poll above my head to let me know your thoughts on the show, where you can choose from N extraordinary, N excellent, EC 3 out of 5, NX terrible, and takeovers will never get this last option. Let's be honest, I'll be amazed if any takeover gets 4 out of 5. Good luck topping this Survivor Series. This is NXT TakeOver WarGames 2018 in about 4 minutes. The show was supposed to kick off with Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane for the NXT Women's Championship, but Matt Riddle came out with all the swagger befitting of the nickname the King of Bros, who challenged Kassius Ohno to a match which Ohno accepted, but was hit with a running knee as soon as the bell sounded for a Matt Riddle win. This made Riddle look absolutely awesome, and you can argue this wasn't really a squash match, as Ohno can claim he was caught off guard by the surprise challenge. A very hot opening to the show this was. We then got that NXT Women's Championship match where Shayna Baszler defended her title against former champ Kairi Sane. This was a 2 out of 3 falls match, playing off the story that these two are 2-2 in their 4 singles matches. Huh, wins and losses meaning something. What a novel concept. It looked like Sane was going to get the first fall, but Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke stopped that, allowing Baszler to lock in the Kit Kat clutch to go 1-up. The second fall was based around Baszler wearing Sane down now that she had the advantage, locking in the Kira football clutch on several occasions, with Sane eventually hitting the insane elbow to tie the score at 1-1. Duke and Shafir got involved again during the third fall, but Sane got help from Dakota Kai and Io Shirai running down, with Shirai hitting a beautiful moonsault to the outside. Sane hit the insane elbow, but Baszler caught her in a roll-up to get the decisive third fall. This was a tremendous match, and one that I feel has been overshadowed by the following matches on the rest of the card. For me, this was almost just as good as the NXT Championship match that came later on. It's customary for NXT to use takeovers to debut their latest independent wrestling stars. I thought it might be Volta, El Fakador predicted Hangman Page, Ollie randomly picked former WrestleTalk TV host Marty Skrull, and the SWAF Nation all thought it would be Punishments Martinez. But we were all wrong. It was X-Pac's dog. I predict good things for that literal young pup. The great action continued with Aleister Black defeating Johnny Gargano in a superb match. Gargano continued his transition from Captain America earlier this year to more of an anti-hero, this time cosplaying as the Punisher, a character who believes he is doing the right thing even though others question his actions. This was an inspired choice of outfit for Gargano. The two had lots of back and forth action, counters and counter-counters, and Black kneeing Gargano in the face over and over again. The finish saw Aleister Black hit 2 Black masses on Johnny Wrestling to get the win, with the commentators putting over that Black's next task will be to recapture the NXT Championship that was stolen from him, which will be against Tomasso Ciampa as he retained his title against Velveteen Dream in what can only be described as an experience. Dream continued his takeover homages to Hulk Hogan, this time coming out as Hollywood Hogan, and even doing big boots and leg drops during the match. It really is a testament to how good both of these men are. This match didn't have the same hype going in as Black vs Gargano or WarGames, because those had more TV time dedicated to them, but Dream and Ciampa more than made up for that by pulling out what many feel was the match of the night. Even though no one thought Dream was walking away with the belt going into the match, the live crowd bought into each and every one of the many near falls that came towards the end of the match. Ciampa eventually got the win by hitting the draping DDT onto the metal partition between the 2 rings. An excellent ending to an outstanding match. Dream continues to be Mr. Takeover, brother. We then got a video package of Team NXT beating Team WWE at League of Legends, a game which Xavier Woods called the best game of all time. I mean, it doesn't look like Final Fantasy VII, but I guess I'll take your word for it. And the main event saw Pete Dunne, Ricochet and War Raiders take on Undisputed Era inside of WarGames. As you would expect, Undisputed Era having the man advantage played a major role in the first half of the match, the highlight of which being Rowe hitting a power slam on Strong and a powerbomb on Kyle O'Reilly. While that may not sound that impressive, that would be because I forgot to mention he hit both of them at the same time. After all 8 men were in the ring, the match turned into utter carnage, with table spots, weapon shots, a ridiculous Tower of Doom, and an even more ridiculous Ricochet reverse 630 from the top of the cage onto everyone down below. Both teams squared off in the 2 rings. The finish saw Pete Dunne hit the bitter end on Adam Cole, followed by a 450 splash by Ricochet, with both men pinning him at the same time. They celebrated on top of the cage, with Dunne eyeing up Ricochet's North American Championship. There was almost too much insanity to go through here, as we're only supposed to be doing this in 4 minutes, but you must go out of your way to see this. However, there was a scary moment during the match where it looked like Bobby Fish had re-injured his surgically repaired knee, but Triple H announced during his post-show media call that he was fine, which is excellent news. And this was an excellent match. There is a debate to be had as to whether this was as good or better than last year's WarGames, but it cannot be denied that it was absolutely awesome. TakeOver WarGames was, unsurprisingly given the card, a superb night of professional wrestling. Every match delivered, with one match in particular over-delivering, and it set up some exciting matches down the line. Yeah, good luck following that Survivor Series. TakeOver WarGames 2018 is an extraordinary. Before Survivor Series tonight, why not check out the Wrestle Ramble predictions? And what next for Becky Lynch? Click the videos on screen right now to check those out. I've been Luke Owen, and that was bloody WarGames!